League on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Denver Broncos and the Philadelphia Eagles coming up next.
Well, the skies are clear, the sun is out, but don't be deceived. There's a big-time nip in the air on this crisp autumn day at Lincoln Financial Field. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Denver Broncos and the Philadelphia Eagles. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
About ready to get us started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Now, for the first time, we get to see this Philadelphia offense led out by their dual-threat quarterback now in his third season, Jalen Hurts.
You want to talk about a driven player partner. This guy is absolutely that person. He doesn't just have goals in this game. He wants to be remembered among the best to play the position, and he treats every game as an audition for that. It's a lofty goal to set for yourself, but we've seen his drive lead to some impressive games from him. Perhaps another one is in store today.
First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. On first down, Hurts. Airing it out deep for Smith. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And that's complete to Sanders. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. 2nd down, back to Sanders. That one, a first down pickup of 8. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting the tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Here's Sanders. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 2nd and 4. They can still get a first down without scoring. Another run with Sanders. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. And he'll take it in the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown run for Miles Sanders. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Elliott good on the touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Time for our first look at the Denver offense. And, of course, the new face of the Broncos, 9-time Pro Bowler while in Seattle, Russell Wilson.
The Denver Broncos knew exactly what they wanted when they acquired Russell Wilson. They wanted to bring in a quarterback who was durable, consistent, and a proven winner to take a talented roster back to the postseason. And Russell Wilson, he was all of those things in Seattle. One losing record in 10 seasons, missed only 3 games in that time, and made 9 Pro Bowls.
They run with a veteran of 8 years now. It's Melvin Gordon. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. On second down, Gordon once more. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll lead with a third and about 4 more for first. Wilson. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the field.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on the opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Hurts. And he slings one that's incomplete.
After that throw, it was definitely one that he would love to have back. I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. On the draw, here's Sanders. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Going for it with Sanders. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. They're going to look to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Here's Watkins. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 14-0. So that drive 7 plays in length, and it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Montrell Washington on the return from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos.
Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
On second down, Gordon once more.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We know Melvin Gordon is very effective getting to the perimeter, but being a former University of Wisconsin Badger means you know how to run the ball inside and with power as well. I also like the fact that he's a weapon in the passing game. Have as many as 58 catches in a season. Throw it to him in space and look out.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he is going to be taken down. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So on 4th down, the Broncos send Corliss Waitman out to punt. This is taken at the 15. So a change of possession here on the punt. Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Philly. 54 yards. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll run with Sanders. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Over the middle to Smith. Touchdown. Devontae Smith on the receiving end from Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great work, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
Wilson on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by about 10 minutes. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll be brought down at the 27. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. The kick by Elliott is good, and the route is on. It's 24-0. While they're able to come away with the interception, Charles, they aren't able to move the ball all that much. However, they do get 3 out of it with a field goal.
Yeah, and anytime you do force a turnover, you have to come out of it with points. Everybody wants 6. They'll take the 3 there. Now it's their opportunity to do it again.
This one fielded at the 5. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. So we've come to halftime here. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. This will be fielded inside the 5. Well, now how about this return? And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say you want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards.
No surprise he was targeted on that play because you and I both know quarterbacks like guys who can catch the ball, but they actually expect that. They love the guys who do something with it after the catch.
Impressive making him miss on that tackle attempt. The tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up
to the first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
The kick by McManus is good, and they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going deep here for Watkins. And is caught at the 10-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 62 yards. Jalen Hurts, not a terribly big fella at 6'1", but his arms got plenty of life to it, and that was a thing of beauty there.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins. His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll run it up the middle now. Gordon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This is searching for the first touchdown of this game. And that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
It's taken to the 26. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Going across the middle, and Goddard's got it. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they get their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. Touchdown, Eagles! A.J. Brown, 34 yards. And the Eagles have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And he's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
after the touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First target, first catch, and a first down. On first down, Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now Wilson, open man Hamler, that's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Wilson will throw again. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again for the 41. Throwing is Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the...
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Denver getting set to take the field. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick-6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick-6. Rush coming, and he's taken down. T.J. Edwards gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A.
Well, I wish this staff luck as they try to find positives about this performance by their offense as we move through the early part of the fourth quarter. That sack, the latest example. Down by a boatload, this offense simply can't keep up, and the quarterback is still taking hits. I get the backups in there, but remain.
Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, it's one of the top plays in this thing. Best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. Well, they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Hurts sets up to throw it. This is Smith with the ground. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed watching their execution throughout this contest.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. This will be caught once again by Brown. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Eagles are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit, give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest. I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25.
We get another look now at this Broncos offense. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Wilson. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. It's symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Broncos send out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. Fans usually